Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is the Game 1 the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play-by-email match against Deaniks. He's a Japanese player, and for me it is the other side. It is now already 27th December 41, and the Japanese taking Davao, but the British army is also retaking a Malayan base. And yeah, also some Japanese advance here, source of the Gilbert Islands. And the Dutch submarine find an enemy patrol boat, and this is one of the bigger one, 6 or 10 points, but not heavy damage, so only standard explosion, no critical hit. A little unlucky. But I can attack I-5 at the coast of California, this time in shallow water, and I can create one hit. Maybe not enough to sink this up, but maybe force it to back. Hit but no explosion, Mark 14, typical. What else I can do? Deep water, no chance for patrol boats to attack the submarine. And the zeros are back, and I hold my ground, take on this battle once again. I cannot win, but I can down even more zero pilots. Juncture, still no option for me to defend this base. But the damage is so little, unimportant, that my engineers can repair this overnight. The problem is that the Chinese flag is not reaching so high. So very unlikely that I can score any hit. Enemy is scouting my positions. Okay. And yeah, that was unluckily. I get the fire under control at Repulse, and then I try to get this battle cruiser to Batavia, but system damage is high, so I had here a double flotation dice check failure. Shell hits here. This is more or less a surface engagement at the north of Hokkaido. No torpedo hit. Maybe not enough to sink this cargo ship. And the Japanese arriving at Nadine. Next bombardment here. And now the Japanese have already 2,500 attack value, so more than double. It's really time to leave this hex. There is no one, and that was all. So the concentration of Japanese forces in China, obviously. Let's see if I can hold the hex at least some more turns. And over Manila we had a big air battle. Good. Then see you soon again. So at the end there was really only this one strong air battle over Manila, and it was maybe a victory for me because the Japanese lost 19 airframes in total, but 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So these numbers are true. This is all in China, and 14 zeros lost over Manila. And because they're air-to-air kills, I think nearly all of these pilots are lost or killed directly. Oops. But I also have to check my own losses. And for me, again, 4 B Warhawks and 2 E's and 1 China P40B airframe. I think this is long range cap. So I don't really like to make long range cap. It really consumes ops. It will create ops losses and then you lose your airframes. So I lost 8 airframes. Out of airframes, I lost 2 pilots. Hard to say now where and what. I guess it's Manila. So no ships lost today. There was I think a Japanese ship go down, but cannot remember more. Pearl Harbor, nothing special here, all fine. I think we can skip this. Also East Coast or West Coast, nothing here. There are still submarines somewhere, but they're not really creating a lot of trouble. My reinforce here the Pacific Islands, Baker Island. I have also now forward Navy search Catalina wearing supported by AVP and also submarine and destroyer support. So if I can locate here something, because the Japanese just took this base, it is in range of my Catalinas, but only from Baker Island, not from Canton Island. So normally range is normally 15, 16, something like this. Unlikely to strike at this distance, but possible. We will see. I send some submarines maybe nearby and try to pick up some cargo ships or whatever he sent there. So Kido Butai, the first and second carrier wing division was here at Sydney last turn, but now I get no detection. So maybe there was a thunderstorm and cannot launch any airstrikes, or they're going somewhere else. But I don't really see any detection on the ships here at the west coast, east coast of Australia. And here in New Zealand is also nothing. So I don't know where they are, but let's say they are somewhere in the South Pacific. Means I can run at Port Moresby stuff around, and I reinforce still the base with the little equipment what is needed to rebuild the Australian, I think 22nd Regiment. What is building here? No, it's 23rd Australian Brigade. I try to rebuild. So there's still stuff all around the map. I will bring it all to Port Moresby that I get here. I think 2 regiments ready, so 2 300 AV. This is enough. More I don't want to invest in this base. Nothing around Dutchies Indies. I think nothing. So some bases are flipping back to the British. I think this is really the presence of Singapore have this effect. And there's no Japanese here nearby, so can happen. It's a little annoying for everyone, but yeah. Enemy ships are here at Indochina. My Dutch submarines trying their best, but no, not too lucky. Manila, I repair the airbase, and I take this enemy fighters head on, and you can see this air wing lost a pilot. So I have one killed pilot out of this air wing. But more I cannot really find. But my experience is already at 81, so there's really one good pilot with 6 kills. He's a ace, so this is a top pilot. And yeah, but most of my aircraft are damaged now. It's really hard to maintain this kind of airframes. They are ranking 2. It's possible, but so long I have my airfield service damaged, so I have less service point. I don't know exactly if the game will simply say 60% of your AV will not run this turn. But yeah, something like this. I still have some submarines in here, but only 2 left. One submarine was finished repairing in the shipyard, so I got one more submarine out from Manila. And in China, I would say the hotspot is now here. The big Japanese army is arriving here. I have a Chinese army with, you can see here, stacking limit 135, but the Japanese have more or less maxed out this. So I guess 100,000 plus Japanese and only 60,000 Chinese. I have here level 3 fort, but it's clear terrain. So I have maybe to leave here if I want to survive this. But again, I try to fight. At least a little. Goodie. And Burma, I would say, is all fine. Nothing too special. I had here this air wing on long range cap. So you can see I lost here one airframe today. And this is a Chinese aircraft, so I don't really want to trash them. And I have to stop this. I cannot support this retreat of these forces. But my new air wing is still repairing. These aircraft are really very slow because they are service ranking 4, like 4 engine bombers. Need forever. Good. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.